Namaste, myself Dr. K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss about the guiding principles of the education planning. First, we should know what is the meaning of the educational planning. According to Hagman and the Squares, planning select among alternatives, explore route before travel begins, and identify possible or probable outcome of action before the executive and the organization is committed to any. Educational planning has been one of the early instruments of the independent government. Resources have to be used as effectively and systematically as possible. A considerable amount of pressure from both the donor of aids and the international organization made adoption of some forms of the planning unavoidable. UNESCO and the World Bank become early promoters of a functional educational planning mechanism as a condition or external assistance. The advancement of the theory of planning has enriched its practice. After the Second World War, the principles and methods of educational development and planning, first development in the Soviet Union, were adopted by the socialist state of Central Europe before many of them were rediscovered later in the West. Today, educational planning is an absolute requirement. The complexity of modern technology, its society, have given rise to the need for planning in education. Increasing population, manpower, need, ecology, decreasing natural resources, and haphazard application of scientific development require educational planning. To meet these problems, educational planning become a necessary and planning competence become mandatory. It is unavoidable for bringing about a desirable change in the educational organization, for promoting the organizational health, its effectiveness and functional efficiency. Educational planning is a process utilized by an administrator while performing the role of a leader, decision maker, change agent, and so. It is the basic management task. It is a mean of achieving higher level of effectiveness. Its uniqueness lies in its future orientation or anticipation mode. This is the about the meaning. Now the nature of the educational planning. The following viewpoints have been utilized by the experts to understand and explain the meaning and nature of the planning. First, forecasting. Educational planning is describing or defining or determining events, conditions, and needs of some future point in time. It implies forecasting or projection of important factor in education, such as number and type of student and expansion of facilities needed for them. Second, the interpretation. Educational planning should also call for interpretation of future data and its translation into competencies or operational capabilities demanded to maintain effectiveness under the condition anticipated. Then third is the goals and the objective. Educational planning is a mean of generating relevant present and future goals and objectives for the organization. Decision making. Fourth point. Education planning is a preparation or precourses in the decision making process. It is to help determine the optimal decision or choice rendered. While educational administration is mostly decision making, planning in the education is only the other side of it. Fifth point, operation optimization. Educational planning is operation optimization or performance improvement. It is for the enhancement of existing conditions rather than those that exist in the uncertain future. It is to guide the action of operation. It must result into standard operating procedure, operation manual, administrative guidelines or system and the policies. Next point is the problem prevention. Educational planning is a kind of contingency, anticipation or problem prevention. It should minimize the magnitude of a educational problem likely to be encountered at some future point in time. It should spell out the procedure to be followed if some crisis or contingency arises. Seventh point is the management change. Educational planning is a part of organization renewal, MBO, PERT, and various other forecasting techniques are part of the process of educational planning. It provides a mechanism, a model, or a tool for achieving specific objectives of an organization. Now, the principles of the educational planning. The following principles of the educational plannings are formulated. First, educational planning must be one aspect of general national planning. Second, research is planning based on system analysis. Third, planning must be a continuous process. Fourth, planning should find a definite place in education organization. Fifth, planning should take into consideration resources and establish condition of the work. Next, planning must be realistic and the practical. Then, planning must involve active and continued participation of all interested individuals and the groups. The content and scope of planning should be determined by the needs of the individual and group to be served. The planning should utilize the services of specialists without allowing them to dominate. Next, the planning should provide opportunity for all persons and groups to understand and appreciate the plans. Planning should provide for continuous evaluation. And the last is the planning should have opportunity for modification for further action. So this is all about the meaning of the educational planning, nature of the educational planning and the principle of the educational planning. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University Jaipur. Thank you very much.